All right, welcome to the 2020 Cougar Athletic Club Award Ceremony. No banquet, obviously, given the conditions that we're in. But if you had told me at the start of our 2019-2020 year that we would be in the church celebrating our Cougar Athletic Club banquet, that actually would be an okay thing. And I'll tell you why. If you were to peel up the pews and peel up the carpet, there's a basketball floor underneath this flooring. So this was actually intended to be a basketball gym some, 30, 40 years ago. You can ask my dad about it. So Father, I don't know where Father's at, but if you want to trade the gym for the church, we get it, right? This would be a beautiful gym. You've got stained glass windows, high arching ceilings. I could imagine that the bleachers would be here and the referees would be yelling at us. And, I think that we would all like to hear that, given where we're at today. We have an awesome awards ceremony planned for our student athletes, and we want to celebrate those of you that are here and those of you that are watching, hopefully on YouTube. And we know that this has been a trying year. It's been a special year. It's an interesting year. There's a lot of words that you can use to describe it. But most importantly, we want to recognize that you've worked very hard, both on and off the court, to maintain grades, to maintain athletic talent, and those things need to be recognized in your early career as you move along into high school. So there's a lot of talent at St. Catherine's. We've seen great things from the play to our tournaments to robotics. There's talent all over the place. And we have a packed agenda for today's ceremony. Mrs. Fabian Esparza will kick us off with some opening remarks and a prayer. Oh, Father Sergio is here. Father, would you like to lead us in prayer? Father will come kick us off in prayer, and then Mrs. Esparza will have some opening remarks. All yours.
Thank you, Will. First, I would like to thank each one of you, those who are at home, for their support of the Cougar Athletic or for all the things that you do for the sport and the school. And especially those who will receive the award today for their example and their sport. Let us pray in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Gracious Lord, you live among us as one of us, and you teach us to enjoy everything you did among us. As we grow up learning in education and sports, we ask you to bless each one of us for sharing the gift of the sport in our life. May those young men and women that pray for you, they will receive the reward according to their efforts. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Thank you, Will.
Thank you, brother. Mrs. Esparza?
Good evening. To echo Will's comments, this is not exactly where we expected to be at this time of this year. But I commend the Cougar Athletic Club for all their efforts to make sure that we still acknowledge the successes of our students. Athletics, just like all of our extracurricular activities, are critical to the overall development of our students. They have lots of great talents, and in order to be well-rounded, we need them to have opportunities to play sports, to act in drama, to do robotics, to twirl batons, to do all kinds of things. But sports, they learn teamwork, which is critical in their lives. So, again, I commend Cougar Athletic Club for making this happen today, and a special thanks to Mr. Silva for all of his extra work to make it happen. And here we go. We're going to see how things go for our awards. Thanks so much.
All right, awesome. We do have a very cool award ceremony for all of you. And, sometimes when you're faced with adversity, it challenges you to be creative and think about different ways in which to accomplish the same thing. And so I think you're going to like what you see today, and we have some really cool keynotes for all of the athletes that are both here and tuning in live. Okay, so we talked a little bit about the agenda. We're going to go into some recognitions of our sponsors, a little bit about CAC, some projects, and then we'll get into our award ceremony. For those of you who don't know, and I did some research, but this is actually the 20th anniversary of the Cougar Athletic Club being formed. And the reason why it was formed in the year 2000 was for previous years, 15 years or so, the sports had kind of fluctuated in and out of St. Catharines, and it didn't really have a consistent base. And so the club was formed, and I do want to recognize the original founding pillars of this club. And, you know, there's a piece of paper that got, you know, sort of handed down to me, and I think it's important to read off, you know, the founders of this club. But the reality is, it was really to start and fund an after-school sports program. The motto is life lessons learned through sports. We fundraise with 2 weekends back-to-back, ton of work, and that's a basketball tournament in January. And we use those funds to improve facilities across both the school, the gym, and the church. And the founding board that was a part of this, I'd like to call them out, and I hope that they tune in and see their name in lights, because I know, in speaking with some of them, how proud they are of what the organization has become. And several of them still come to our tournament just to see, you know, all the great things that the school has done. So Craig Van Keulen, Kevin Keulen, Matt Guidry, Tom Tuttle, David Pasick, Tom Sparling, Ken Carvalho, Dale Shipley, Mike O'Rourke, Manny Burns, Fred Murabito, and Bradley Leach. And there's another person who was an instrumental part of founding the Cougar Athletic Club, and that was Teresa Pereira, who is still actively involved and has always been a great mentor on how to get things done. So a couple things that have happened over the last few months, and that is really due to our Cougar Athletic Club board. I have a lot of thank yous to give out, and I hope I capture everybody, but Dave Nash is our vice president. His son graduated here 4 years ago. Julie Malik is our secretary. Brian and Andrew run our director of tournaments, and Karithi's our athletic director, and Tom Tuttle, whose kids obviously graduated a long time ago because he was a founding member, does all of our financial support and analysis, and we could not do what we do today without the board. And of course, we have a couple of our past presidents, Craig Van Keulen and Nino Sasso. CAC tournaments, before we get to our shout outs, CAC tournaments and banquets take a lot of work, and we have spreadsheets and emails and meetings and text messages, and it's a ton of coordination. And you know, the old saying of many hands makes light work couldn't be more true than when we try to make things happen. And there are so many people that dedicate their time and their talent and their treasure to make Cougar Athletic Club what it is today, and especially for you guys. So I do want to call some of those people out. In the tournament work, it's Brian Nall and Rob Jones. I mean, you guys are awesome, working all day long, giving up your Saturdays, your Thursdays, and your Friday nights. The Salas family, Melissa Etai for her constant revisions on the program, Andrew and Lynette Edwards for all the work with all the trophies. It's a tedious, thankless job. Barbecuing, Tony Delmonico, getting all the meat ready, and with all of the people that help you cook, Randy Kirk, Nick Delmajori, Tim Hughes, PJ Pelosi, Tom Malik, and of course Dave Nash in the kitchen on his flat iron. And in the kitchen, Julie Malik runs the show with an enormous crew. I hope I capture everybody, but Sarah Greenwood, Allie Poles, Jen Marchand, Michelle Hughes, Terry Riffenberg, Kim Gallego, Emily Lorenzen, Jen Rogers, and my wife Gretchen, and then obviously Karithi and Antonio. Thank you for all your work over the past few weeks as we try to stitch this thing together. Just a couple other things before we get into the next piece of our program, but we actually went to all of the former winners of various different awards, and we asked them to put together a little 30-second video for you guys about what they are doing now in their lives, and we have a couple portions of that. It's very cool to hear, and I'd like to show that right now.
What's up, class of 2020? My name is Dylan Tran, and I was St. Catherine's 2016 Athlete of the Year. I'm going to attend UCSD next fall, and if there's one piece of advice I could offer you guys is don't be scared. Don't let high school intimidate you. Go out and try new things, see what you like, see what you don't like, and make some friends along the way. You're gonna love it. All right, bye.
Hi, my name is Gianna Sasso. I graduated in the class of 2008 and won the Scholar Athlete of the Year award. I went to Presentation High School where I played basketball and ran cross country. In college at St. Mary's College in Moraga, I continued running recreationally, doing 10Ks and half marathons. I now work in commercial real estate doing asset management and continue to run on a daily basis and work out. My advice to you, class of 2020, would be to first challenge yourself to pursuing new opportunities as they arise in high school, and secondly, to find a sport or extracurricular activity that you are passionate about and can carry on with you for the rest of your life. Congratulations, class of 2020.
My name is Riley Kirk, and I'm the Female Athlete of the Year from the class of 2012. My life is still very much so revolved around sports. I'm a model for Monster Energy, so every single weekend I'm traveling to an event such as Supercross or NASCAR, which is a lot of fun, and I love what I do. So some words of wisdom that I would give you that helped me get to where I am today would be, not all opportunities come knocking. Sometimes you have to build those doors yourself, make connections, talk to people. Don't be afraid. I mean, the least they can say is no, and I wouldn't take failure as a negative thing. I would say use it as a stepping stone and utilize that failure to help you grow, because you're just one step closer to a yes.
Hi, my name is Katie Somavia.
And my name's Sarah Somavia.
I was the Female Athlete of the Year in 2016.
And I got the Coaches Award in 2014.
This year, I'll be graduating from Anchibato High School and attending Cal Poly in the fall to study physics.
I will be a junior at San Diego State in the fall studying business.
We wanted to say a huge congrats and good luck to the class of 2020.
Whether you're going to private or public school, make sure you find something that you're passionate about.
For us, it was varsity soccer, which gave us an amazing group of girls to surround ourselves with.
And don't be afraid to branch off from your main sport.
For me, it was joining cheer with no experience and having the time of my life.
For me, it was joining flag football intramurals and becoming the best female center that the league had ever seen.
Our last piece of advice is words that we lived by throughout high school. Make sure you always have fun, but remember, pain is temporary and GPA is forever.
Hi, my name is Jenna Sasso Rosati, and I graduated in 2005 and received the Scholar Athlete Award. Right now I have a career in recruiting, and in my free time I help coach a basketball team at Valley Christian High School. My advice to you is to stay involved with the sport that you're passionate about in any way, whether that's through playing, volunteering, or coaching, so that you can make it part of your life.
Hi, my name is Julian George. I was 2019 Male Athlete of the Year. I just finished my freshman year at Bellarmine. I continue to do sports such as soccer and track. My advice to St. Catherine's students is to stay active and have fun.
Hi, I'm Chandler. I won the 2019 Female Athlete of the Year award. I went to Live Oak where I played varsity basketball, volleyball, and lacrosse. Some advice I give to the graduating class is to play as many sports as you can, because you not only meet a lot of new people, you also learn a lot of life lessons, such as accountability, responsibility, and commitment. So yeah.
Hey guys, my name is Lauren Riffenberg. I am officially a sophomore at Presentation High School. I graduated St. Catherine's in 2019, and I was the recipient of the Scholar Athlete Award. At Prez, I play on the JV basketball team, and I throw shot put and discus for our track and field team. Some words of advice I have for the class of 2020 is to try new things, try everything, step out of the box you have made at St. Catherine's, meet new people, learn what you like and what you don't like. Also, Don't bring a rolling backpack to high school. You will thank me later. Congratulations to the class of 2020, and remember, you will always be Cougars at heart.
Hello, class of 2020. I first want to say congratulations on graduating from St. Catherine's. It's a huge accomplishment. My name is Matthew Miller. I was co-scholar athlete with Mark Spahn in 2018. I'm currently going to be a junior at Bellarmine next year, and I played soccer there, and I continue to play soccer competitively in Morgan Hill. A piece of advice for me is to try new things and have fun doing it and get involved with your school.
Hi, my name is Anthony Sasso. I was scholar athlete in 2012. After St. Catherine's, I went to Bellarmine, where I played basketball for all 4 years. After Bellarmine, I went to Santa Clara, where I played club basketball. I helped start the club basketball program over there. I'll be working in Cupertino this upcoming year, and I will also be going back to Bellarmine, my alma mater, to coach basketball there. My advice to the outgoing 8th grade class would be to start to take health and nutrition seriously, whether that's a weight training program or a stretching program or an eating plan. It's a big part of high school sports and college sports as well. So just start to take that more seriously. Congrats to the outgoing 8th grade class again, and congrats to all the winners. Thanks.
I hadn't really seen all of those to date, and that was awesome to see all of those young women and young men grow up before your eyes. Moving along to some of our donations that we have for Cougar Athletic Clubs. Donation number 1, and this is a preservation of our past. So, you know, back in the early 70s, there was a world that was faced with economic and social uncertainty, and not different than what's happening today. You had a recession, you had a gas shortage, and you had a divided community around Cesar Chavez and farm workers. There was many protests, and there was a lot of uncertainty, and I'm sure that sounds very familiar. And Father Milani was the pastor here at St. Catherine's, and he united and healed this community and put people together for the same cause, saved the church and the school. And Father was he was the pastor for 11 years, but he was an avid sports fan. He loved sports, and we know him. He's come and done many of my own celebrations for my family, married me, and he was always out on the playground, loved kids, and now he's a Monsignor Joe, and if you were to talk to him today, he'd tell you about the Niners, he'd tell you about the Warriors, the Giants. I mean, he's a sports person. And so we, thanks to Randy Kirk and Nick Del Maggiore, came up with this idea. It was Randy's idea to formally name the Milani Center with, you know, big, beautiful lettering that matched the school. And so Randy and his crew mounted it onto the building on both the side that faces the church and the side that faces the parking lot. And so now you know a little bit about Father Milani. We will have a plaque that will be up there probably in a couple weeks when we get all the final printing done, and I would encourage you to check it out. The next part of our donations is a project in the works, and that's the donation number 2. And that is more towards the future and more about improving a state-of-the-art multi-purpose board that we can put in the gym so that you can actually see the score when there's a volleyball game, or you can see the score when we're having a tournament, and it can be used by multiple groups. It is a wireless LED video board. Robotics could use it, schools, sports, the parish, a really slick, cool board, and that is in the process for our donation number 2. All right? Just a quick shout outs to our sponsors that make it all happen. Those sponsors that you see on the screen here donated over $1,000 to Cougar Athletic Club just this last year in January. Ken and Annie Sasso, the Solomon family with KDS Plumbing, Ed and Noreen Crawl, Andrew Edwards and Lynette Edwards family with State Farm Insurance, Steve and Melissa Etai family, Dave and Kathy Pasick, All County Roofing, the Arriaga family, Della Maggiore Stone with Nick and Brenda, Pinnacle Bank, Kirk Kids Foundation, Randy and Donna Kirk family, Redwood Empire with Sean Birch, and Mounts Incorporated with Brad and Myra Mounts family. Our fellows, these are sponsors that give over between $500 and just under $1,000. Craig and Marianne Van Keulen family, Nino and Jeanette Sasso, Matt and Nikki Fardig family, Brian and Jonna Nall family, Ken and Stephanie Miller family, Heritage Bank, Jay and Lisa Bailey family, Ken Carvalho City Tow, Lou and Rochelle Baldock family, the Lima Campagna Johnson home, Scott and Truly Holmes family, Louie and Fiorella Rocha family, Mike Johnson from Johnson Lumber, Teresa Pereira from Cyclone Fence, Kevin and Glory Murray family, and Tom and Julie Malik family. A bunch of sponsors at the next level is called our sponsor level, 50 to 500. It's the Del Cello family, Efren and Aurelia Salas, Tony and Jeanette Delmonico, Aaron and Gina Colton, Dave and Maria Nash, Jennifer Reagan, Bob Muirhead from Sycamore Concrete, Byron and Terry Riffenberg, Chris and Leanna Bagansky, Dominic and Rachel Bejarano, Shannon and Cindy Bleen, John and Karen Sangueza, Douglas and Edwina Weigel, Fran and Aaron Keffer, Mike and Jonah Dunn, Graham and Allie Poles, Emilio Guglielmo Winery, the Goulart family, Jim and Debbie Persons, Jeff and Stephanie Lane, Joe Felice from Greco and Felice, Zimmerman Family Organics, John and Joanne Anderson family, Justin and Arleah Fields, Michael and Jennifer McLean, Tom Adams and Joanne Battaglia, Katie and Randy Stark, George family, John and Desiree Mojica, the O'Rourke family, the Provenzano family, Robert and Arlene Honda, Steve Dorsich, Tom and Ruby Tuttle, Tim and Michelle Hughes, and Colliers with Dave Evans. Then we had a few people give at just the $100 level, which is perfectly fine. Community Garage, thanks to Tony Salinas out there at Community Garage. Always appreciate his donation and his business. Kim and Dee Vittorio, Jason and Lori Miller, Paul and Sonny Rudder. Every little bit helps, and including the young sponsors, who some of them actually gave their own money, which was so cool. Adriana Sasso, she gave my money, actually. She didn't give any of her money. Let's just be very clear. That was none of her money. Ainsley Nall, Andrew Miller, Anthony Sasso, Bradley Miller, Olivia and Mikey Delmonico, Buddy Nash, Abby and Charlotte Holmes, Chris and Lauren Van Keulen, Peter and Emiliana Bejarano, Bennett Anderson, Liam Hughes, Braden Hughes, Tommy Anderson, Declan Nall, Drew Becks, Jake Miller, Lindsay Miller, Gia Sasso, Gianna Sasso, Gio Sasso, Jenna Rosati, JJ Becks, Massimo Sasso, Matt Van Keulen, Matthew Miller, McCormick Sasso, and Sarah Van Keulen. All right, we have another portion of the video with our former athletes. We got another 5-minute clip of some of our past award winners.
Hi, my name is Talia Garza. I graduated in the class of 2013, where I won Athlete of the Year. Now I will be going into my senior year at UC Irvine, playing basketball there, and my advice to you, graduating class of 2020, is to put yourself out of your comfort zone, get involved as much as possible, and most importantly, have fun. Congratulations, you earned this.
Hi, my name is Mark Spahn, and I graduated from St. Catherine in 2018, where I was student council president, played football, basketball, and volleyball. Now I attend Monte Vista High School in Watsonville, where I played football, going both ways, playing quarterback and defensive back, varsity soccer, and baseball. I have received academic excellence awards and athletic awards. Congratulations, class of 2020, and I know the end of this year wasn't expected, but you have 4 great years of high school ahead of you.
Hey, class of 2020. This is Buddy Nash, 2016 Scholar Athlete. I'm graduating Bellarmine this year and will be going to LMU to study civil engineering. So from one graduating class of 2020 to the other, truly congratulations. I did volleyball and track, and it turned out to be the greatest experience of my high school career. I also was student body president senior year. So I encourage you all to don't be afraid to try new experiences and always keep a positive attitude. Congratulations on making it this far. And as always, go Cougars.
Hey guys, I'm Thomas DiVittorio. I graduated from St. Catherine in 2018, and I won the Male Athlete of the Year. Back at St. Catharines, I remember just those glory days, just always having fun, playing basketball with all of my good friends and stuff. It was awesome. Currently, I'm a sophomore at Bellarmine. I played varsity football and JV baseball last year. It was great. So if I were to leave you guys with something, just cherish every moment, work hard, and just have fun in life,
Hey everyone, my name is Sarah Van Keulen. I graduated St. Catharines in 2004 as a scholar athlete, and then I went on to attend Presentation High School, where I played volleyball my freshman year and basketball all 4 years. After Prez, I attended Santa Clara University and got my degree in bioengineering, followed by attending the University of Pennsylvania, where I got my master's in bioengineering. After that, I moved back to the Bay Area, and I've been working in the medical device industry, specifically with cardiovascular devices, as a R&D engineer, and I'm loving that. And I guess some words of advice would be take advantage of all the opportunities that will come your way and persevere through the difficult times that will also come your way. You will fail, but the important thing is to learn from those failures and move on. And good and great things are out there, but they take hard work, so don't be afraid to put a little extra effort into things that you believe in or you want for yourself.
Hey, class of 2020, congratulations on your accomplishment. My name is Gio Sasso. I was in the class of 2015 at St. Catharines, and I was the Scholar Athlete of the Year. I went on to Bellarmine College Prep, where I played basketball and baseball all 4 years, and was lucky enough to play in multiple CCS championship and state championship games for both sports. Now I go to Santa Clara, where I just play in intramural sports, which is a great time. I would say my biggest piece of advice to you guys would be to find something you're really passionate about and you have a lot of love for, because it'll make everything part of that process so much greater in the end. So just find love in everything you do, the training sessions, weightlifting sessions, practices, and then it all translates to making the games so much more fun and exciting in the end. So yeah, hope you guys take my piece of advice to heart and have a good rest of your high school career.
Hi, my name is Kendall Kirk, and I graduated St. Catherine's School in 2015. I was honored to receive the Female Athlete of the Year award, which is a huge thanks to my parents, the coaches, and especially the Cougar Athletic Club, so thank you. I continued my athletic career at St. Francis High School for my freshman and sophomore year, where I played a couple of new sports that I've never tried before, field hockey and lacrosse. I then transferred to Live Oak High School for my junior and senior year, where I played volleyball and basketball. I was also honored to receive the Female Athlete of the Year award at Live Oak High School, and I graduated in 2019. If I were to give you graduates any advice, it'd be to go into what you're doing with 110%. I played lacrosse having no idea how to play, and I worked hard, I worked my butt off, I got Defender of the Year. So you get out of it what you put into it, and just go into everything positive.
All right, those are awesome. Could watch those all day. Love watching people grow up and contribute to the world. Okay, we would like to recognize our student athletes, and so I'm going to call our athletic director, Karithi Nasser. We had 120 different athletes participate, which is awesome, and 51 of them participated in 2 sports. So Karithi.
All right, I am excited to be able to recognize our athletes. It's not the way we usually recognize them, but it's exciting all the same. So for our 5th grade athletes this year, Alec Bailey, Ashton Fagan, Brady Hergott, Cameron Isle, Christian Camarillo, Connor Pasgrove, Daniela Torres, Devin Poles, Emma DeMont, Emmeline Thomas, Gabby Flores, Gracie Marchand, Jackson Zuba, John Mutzenberg, Leonardo Frank, Liam Alonji, Madison Itai, Maya Baywall, Mackenzie Provenzano, Marco Dorenzo, Matthias Marchand, Michael Pereira, Nathan Carlson, Nathaniel Weaver, Noah Agajanian, Phoebe Del Palma, Riley Rudder, Samantha Salinas, and Victoria Delgado. Those are our 5th grade Cougar athletes. Our 6th grade athletes: Abby Holmes, Abigail Zuba, Aiden Baldock, Alex Keffer, Andon Rogers, Andrew Miller, Braden Hughes, Cody Nguyen, Ilana Margallo, Haley Nguyen, Iris Birch, Isabel Dominguez, Jacob Rocha, Jacob Sanguza, James Gular, Jeremiah Gonzalez, Jordan Fardig, Kaylee Barlix, Kiara Garcia, Landon Wood, Lucas Edwards, Matthew Manilog, McCormick Sasso, Milena Salgado, Nick Van Scotter, Olivia Delmonico, Riley Gonzaga, Stefan Purdo, Sylvia Glinka, and Tanatsan Aldana. Those are our 6th grade Cougar athletes. For our 7th grade athletes: Ainsley Nall, Allie Murray, Antonio Serenea, Beatrice Jamina, Brady Kirk, Carol Souza, Kathy Salas, Chloe Salisbury, Corbin Adams, DJ Dunn, Dylan Poles, Everett Mahler, Gianna Nazareno, Jack Sweeney, Jasmine Haygood, Jesse Reagan, Joshua Provenzano, Juliana Bristol, Christian Weigel, Lily Mojica, Lizelle Herrera, Lucas Gallego, Maya Medina, Noah Segovia, Peter Bejarano, Richard Steele, Saxon McLean, Sophia Delgado, Sophia Stuber, Sophia Sweeney, Stevie Brozick, Vincent Madriaga, and Zurich Peary. Those are our 7th grade athletes. And moving on to our 8th grade class of 2020 8th grade Cougar athletes: Aiden Berry, basketball; Andrea DiVittorio, volleyball and basketball; Bennett Anderson, football and basketball; Kaden Nguyen, football and basketball; Emiliana Bejarano, volleyball and basketball; Faith Fernandez, basketball; JJ Becks, football and basketball; Jack Fortuna, basketball; Jacob Tatum, football and basketball; Jenny Zurcher, basketball; Lila Parks, volleyball and basketball; Lindsay Miller, volleyball and basketball; Mia Arriaga, volleyball; Nathan Stark, basketball; Olivia Zuba, volleyball; Rocco Della Maggiore, football and basketball; Sasha Tuma, volleyball and basketball; Santino Della Maggiore, football and basketball; Timmy Blocker, football, basketball; Tyler Jones, basketball; Vinny Temperino, basketball; and William Zeleny, basketball. Those are our 2020 graduating class athletes. Congratulations. Will?
Okay. We have one last video of our former athletes. Quick one, very cool, and we'd like to show it to you. These are your keynotes.
Hey Cougar athletes, this is Austin Carvalho.
Jacob Conlon,
Class of 2008.
Co-Athletes of the Year.
Just wanted to stop by and wish you guys congratulations on finishing out the year strong despite the circumstances. We wish you guys the best of luck in future.
Wanted to give you guys a little word of advice. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so don't be afraid to try out for that sports team in high school. Good luck.
Good luck.
Hey Cougars, Macy Dunn here, Class of 2009 Athlete of the Year. I have 3 pieces of advice for you for high school. Number 1, always play every game like it's your last. Number 2, don't be afraid to take risks. And number 3, always be kind. Congratulations to the class of 2020. I will really miss seeing you next year, but I'm so proud of all your accomplishments. Keep shining bright.
Hey Cougars, Josh Carvalho here, Class of 2011 Athlete of the Year. Wishing you guys a happy, healthy summer and success in your future endeavors.
Hello Cougar athletes, this is JT Carvalho,
And Reagan Kirk.
both Athletes of the Year of 2017.
And we want to congratulate you on all your accomplishments, not only in sports, but in school too.
A couple words of advice we'd like to give to you is all those hard days that you have to go to practice and you don't want to and you have to push through. Those days are what makes winners winners.
Congratulations.
Hey Cougars, my name is Alyssa Cummins and I am St. Catherine Class of 2005. I was the former recipient of the Female Athlete of the Year. Just wanted to drop in and say to never forget that Morgan Hill is your home. and really to treasure all the relationships and friendships that you've made throughout your journey at St. Catherine. Some of them are still my very best friends, and I'm so thankful for them and fortunate to have them as I head into my 30s. Wishing you all the best in your high school careers.
Hey class of 2020, this is Tommy Anderson here. I just want to say congratulations on completing your quarantine school year. I'm the winner of the 2017 Scholar Athlete of the Year Award for St. Catherine's. I'm currently playing quarterback at Bellarmine right now. And some advice I have for you guys is to always stay coachable as you go up the levels, because you always have to learn more to get greater. And that's all I have. Thank you guys. Go Bells and go Cougars.
Cool. I love seeing some of those people I coached. It just makes me feel old because that was a long time ago. But, you know, the gray hair gives it away. Okay, so award information, just a few things before we get into our awards. These are nominated by our coaches and our administration. They're based on school sports participation, athletic and sportsmanship, talent, leadership on and off the field, academic excellence, and our scholarships are based on award. Okay, the first we're going to go into our coaches awards, and you know, I'm sorry that the coaches could not be here tonight because they put so much time in, you know, more time than you'll ever know, between, you know, planning for a game, scheming for a game, thinking about rotations, trying to get people in, trying to get to win. It's a lot of work. It's an, you know, thankless job. It's usually one that only comes with, you know, why did we lose? So the coaches, I recognize you. I'm a coach, so I get it. And I wish you guys were all here to see your athletes get awards, because I know that's why you coach. The award that we're going to give out to the Coaches Award, most of you are not here, so we will drop those at the school for pickup. But just to let you know what it says. The Cougar Athletic Club Coaches Award is given by their coach for outstanding achievement in their sport in conjunction with demonstrating the principles of teamwork, dedication, perseverance, and good sportsmanship, all in keeping with the Cougar Athletic Club's mission of helping our students, athletes, achieve success in life through lessons learned from sports. So, our first award winner is Rocco Della Maggiore for track. Yay! We can still clap. All right. Rocco, this is what your coach had to say. I thought it was so cool. Demonstrates determination and true grit. Even as a fourth grader, before he was eligible to run track, he was at workouts racing the older kids. As in many sports, to be successful in track, you have to want to suffer. With Rocco, it started with his eyes, and it permeates his being. He was a dedicated runner throughout all seasons, and he gave it his all in both relays and individual events. Way to go, Rocco. Go get him. Good job. For boys volleyball, it's Nathan Stark going to Bellarmine. Nathan is an athlete of natural talent, profound spatial instinct, and determination to succeed. He has an energy that, when reined in, contributes to his skill in the sport. It was a joy to see him grow in skill and knowledge in this difficult sport, and I can't wait to see what he'll do in his future endeavors. Congratulations, Nathan. Preeti?
Okay, for girls volleyball, Olivia Zuba. She is attending Sobrato. Congratulations, Olivia. I have watched Olivia grow from being a shy fifth grader to an important component of the eighth grade team. She always came to practice prepared and eager to learn. She listens to everything you tell her and applies it to what you are teaching. Her teammates love her and always encourage her. Olivia has grown into a confident and capable volleyball player. It has been fun to watch her grow. Boys basketball. Our Coaches Award recipient is Tyler Jones. Tyler will be attending Archbishop Mitty, and his coach had to say about him, Tyler has developed the basic basketball fundamentals, and he continues to work on improving his game. His commitment and work ethic to his team has been his motivation in setting an example, but he has improved on his communication with his teammates in practice and in games. Boys football, our Coaches Award recipient is JJ Becks. JJ will be attending Bellarmine. JJ, the polar bear, is just a great all-around athlete and was a true leader on any team. He is even better as a person, which is the most important thing about him. Congratulations, JJ.
JJ, the polar bear, gets me every time. Thank you, Coach Dunn, because that was awesome. Okay, our first award is our Tom Tuttle Outstanding Supporter Award, and I'd like to read a little bit of that. This is an annual award given by the Cougar Athletic Club in recognition of a person's unmatched generosity of time and treasure in support of the club and its mission of helping our student athletes achieve success in life through lessons learned from sports. This individual, that doesn't even do half of the justice or a tenth of the justice of describing the work that this individual does for the school, the church. He does not give his time just for sports. He gives his time for everybody and everything at any time. And there is not anybody that I can think of in my life that is as generous with their time in helping others. And you know, there's very few people that you can call when you're stranded somewhere or you need something at any hour. You know, I can call my parents. I can call my brother. You know, I could probably call him. I don't know what he'll say or answer. You know, I can probably call my oldest son now. I think, you know, he'll probably answer. But I know that I can call Brian Nall. And Brian, I can't thank you enough for what you do for this school, but specifically because it's an athletic award ceremony. The way you give time is unmatched, and we are so, so grateful, and I don't want you to ever leave. I know your kids are going to graduate, but I am going to guilt you into helping me because I can't do this without you. So, Brian. I'd shake your hand. Come on up, yeah. I'd shake your hand, but I'm not allowed to, so maybe in 6 months.
Wow, thank you very much, Will. Appreciate all the kind words. I just enjoy being around the kids in the school, you know, almost to a fault. I was seeing Mrs. Anderson today in the parking lot, and she goes, every time I come here, I see you. I do it for the love and the passion that I have for the school, the sports program, the community, just to be involved. And I want to thank you for the recognition, and I encourage everybody to invest your time and efforts because it's very rewarding. Thank you.
Funny story about Brian before we go to the next award. Brian was an unbelievable athlete at Archbishop Mitty. And you can look up the stats and you can look up the Hall of Fame and you can look it all up, but what Brian has is more knowledge in his pinky about the game of basketball than I'll probably ever have in my life. And I love talking shop with him. Hey, I'm thinking about this. I need help here because I need a lot of help. And my son says, Mr. Nall played basketball? And I said, yeah. He goes, I just can't see him as a basketball player. And I said, well, he was lightning quick and doesn't miss a shot. And his eyes got like really big, you know, and he goes, was he a better shooter than, I go, better shooter than anybody you've met, okay? That's the bottom line. So, a little funny story about you. All right. Preeti? Get to the right section here. There you
go. Okay, so the Cougar Athletic Club of St. Catharines School has the Kenneth Nino Sasso Most Inspirational Athlete Award. The Cougar Athletic Club Most Inspirational Athlete Award is given annually to the 8th grade student athlete who has demonstrated over the last 4 years at St. Catherine's School the most enthusiasm, dedication, commitment, and team spirit in support of and encouragement of the awardee's teammates and the paramount success of the team, all in keeping with the Cougar Athletics Club mission of helping our students, athletes achieve success in life through lessons learned from sports. This athlete played 11 St. Catherine sports, will be attending St. Francis in Mountain View. He has always been a pleasure to coach. He comes to practice prepared and ready to work. He listens to what you are teaching him and applies it to the game. When his teammates need help focusing, he is the one they turn to. I am positive that he will make good use of his quiet confidence in whatever school sports he chooses to play in high school. This year's most inspirational athlete is Santino Della Maggiore.
Go ahead, Santino. You want to take a picture? Here, let's take a picture. We'll just kind of a social distance picture, our masks off. Let's see, can you see us? Over here. We should go that way or this way? Okay. All right, thanks, Brian. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Sasso. This is a great honor. First, I would like to thank my coaches. My coaches taught me very valuable life lessons, like how to be quiet when the coach is talking, and that.
That's a great lesson.
Mr. Anderson, and that hard work does pay off. I'd also like to thank my teammates who supported me along the way. Without them, I don't know what I'd be doing, and my parents as well. My parents really taught me how to get out of my comfort zone and try new things, so thank you.
Might have you come back to school and teach my team how to be quiet when the coach is talking, because that's a valuable lesson there. We have a new award that we are handing out this year, and it's an award that we are giving out called the Ryan M. O'Rourke Perseverance Award. One of our founding members of the Cougar Athletic Club tragically lost his son, Ryan, and so we have decided to put an award in his name. So I'd like to read to you what the award says. The Cougar Athletic Club's Ryan M. O'Rourke Perseverance Award and Scholarship is given annually to the St. Catherine School 8th grade student who has demonstrated over 4 years the greatest effort, integrity, and positive spirit with St. Catherine athletics while engaging personal challenges, all in keeping with the Cougar Athletic Club's mission of helping student athletes achieve success in life through lessons learned from sports. This young man will be attending Bellarmine College Prep, and he keeps going. This is a man who, I call him a man because he's a man. He doesn't get down. He's a true leader for his team, for his little brother. And he will do great things in life because he is such a great person. And Zach, I know you lost your father this year, and we have been there for you in spirit, and I'd love you to come forward and say a few words. Which way? I don't know what to do with my hands.
Hello, everybody. My name is Zach, and I'm so honored to be receiving this award. I want to start off by thanking my teachers, my class members, coaches, teammates, and of course my parents and God. You all have taught me that sports isn't just about winning, It's about family, having fun, and learning from your mistakes. I'm very fortunate to know you all, and to the St. Catherine's community as a whole. You all came together to help my family out when we most needed it. My mom, my brother, and I are all very thankful for you, and I know that my dad is too. I couldn't have asked for more better school, for more better education, or better memories than St. Catherine's has provided me. I will always keep St. Catherine's School in my heart. Love you all, and go Cougars.
Okay. The Craig Van Keulen Female Athlete of the Year. This individual played 9 sports, will be attending Archbishop Mitty. She is a well-rounded athlete who has improved every season, a natural athlete who is skilled but works hard up and down the court. Most importantly, her level of fun and enjoyment is contagious to all on her team. I'm looking forward to great things she will do at the next level, both on and off the court. This year's co-female athlete of the year is Lindsay Miller.
You do need this stool. Should I go in the middle? Yeah, you go in the middle. Perfect. She's taller than me, so. Right?
Don't get my feet because I'm on my tippy toes.
Yeah, I'm always on my tippy toes.
I would like to start off by thanking the CAC for this award. You guys have always been very supportive of our whole athletics and everything that we go through. And the tournament is awesome. That's something we all look forward to every year, so thank you guys. I would also like to thank my mom and dad for always pushing me and making me go, shoot hoops and hit the volleyball rounds when I'm not feeling like it. But I would like to thank my coaches for always pushing me to do my best and teaching me basically everything I know when it comes to volleyball and basketball and track. Lastly, I'd like to thank my teammates for always being there for me. Like if I'm having an off day, you guys are always there to pick me back up. And yeah.
Okay, well, you probably got the tip-off that there is a meaning there is another award. Just to read off what our award says, this is given annually to our outstanding 8th grade girls who have demonstrated over 4 years at St. Catherine's the highest athletic achievement in conjunction with the principles of teamwork, dedication, perseverance, and good sportsmanship as a St. Catherine's School athlete, in keeping with our mission, success in life through lessons learned from sports. So our second winner played 11 sports, is also attending Archbishop Mitty. Mitty's getting a couple good ones. She's an extremely hard worker, constantly pushes herself to be better, loves to compete no matter what the situation, and has a refuse to lose mentality. She plays with grit and desire that matches that with natural skill. It will be so fun to watch her compete in high school, and I can't wait to see her grow further in her career. Andrea Di Vittorio. Thanks, Brian.
I am so greatly appreciated for this award. First off, I would like to thank the Cougar Athletic Club for putting on all these banquets. I know it's hard preparation and stuff, so thank you. I'd also like to thank my coaches for teaching me everything I know and just pushing me. I would also thank my parents for driving me to all my sports practices and games, and just for being my #1 fan. And I would like to thank my brothers for pushing me and always wanting to go practice with me. Without them, I probably wouldn't be playing sports today. And last but not least, I would like to thank my teammates for always being there for me for the past couple years. And without you guys, I wouldn't be the person who I am today. Thank you.
Okay. The Craig Van Keulen Male Athlete of the Year. This athlete played 13 sports while here at St. Catherine, will be continuing on to Bellarmine College Prep. He always put school first and never missed a Cougar event for his outside teams. He has always been selfless and played where the team needed him rather than be the glory guy. This year's 2020 Male Athlete of the Year is Bennett Anderson.
We know Bennett can stand in the middle. We don't have to worry about tippy toes anymore. Just me and Karethi have to worry about it.
I need a chair.
Yeah, we need a lift. Thanks, Brian.
Thank you, Mr. Sasso. I would just like to start off by saying thank you to the Cougar Athletic Club because, like Mr. Sasso and Mrs. Esparza said, COVID-19 threw a lot of confusion at us, and I'm just thankful to still have this event, but like in a different format. I would next like to thank all my coaches for putting up with me and my classmates over the years. I definitely couldn't do it, and for them not to be paid is outstanding. I would next like to thank my parents for driving me everywhere and still driving me back when I forget my bag. And lastly, I would like to thank my teammates for those who are here and for those who couldn't be here. So yeah, thank you and go Cougars.
I think he said they should not be paid, and he was grateful for that. Sorry, Dad. All right. Our last award is a Scholar Athlete, and much like our athlete, the race between these individuals was razor thin, and the only thing to do is to give them both the award. This Scholar Athlete Award and scholarship is given annually to the St. Catherine School 8th graders who have demonstrated over 4 years the most outstanding combination of the highest athletic achievement and the highest GPA in conjunction with the principles of teamwork, dedication, perseverance, and good sportsmanship. As a St. Catherine School athlete, keeping with our mission, success in life through lessons learned from sports. And this person played 9 sports, also going to Archbishop Mitty. And I think now we know why Mitty has become the powerhouse. She is a great leader on the court, leading by example and providing positive encouragement to her teammates. She is always one of the first players to assist opposing team players' help off the floor when needed. One of the best things is you cannot tell how competitive she is. She always has a smile on her face during the games. Emilia Bejarano. Emiliana, I missed an N. Yeah, sorry, Emiliana.
Thank you. I'm very honored to receive this award, but I'd first like to thank my parents because without them I couldn't play because they drive me everywhere. And they've dedicated a lot of their time in supporting me throughout my athletic career. I'd also like to thank my coaches because they helped me become the player I am today. And lastly, I'd like to thank my teammates because they made playing sports at St. Catherine so much more enjoyable. And I'm glad to not only call them my teammates, but also my friends. Thank you.
Thank you, Emiliana.
Okay. Our other co-Scholar Athlete of the Year played 11 sports here at St. Catherine, will be attending St. Francis in Mountain View. She is an outstanding athlete, always eager to learn and gives 110% every time. She supports her teammates if they are struggling, and they look to her as a leader on the court. If she is struggling in a game or with a drill, she doesn't let it get to her, and she works harder to make it better. No matter what she ultimately decides to play, I have no doubt that she will be a star. Sasha Tuma.
First thing I'd like to say is I'm honored to share it with one of my best friends, Emiliana. She always pushed me to be the best athlete I can, and I wouldn't want to share it with anyone else. Thank you to the CAC for holding all these wonderful tournaments and fundraisers. I always look forward to them every year. And next, I'd like to thank my family. My dad has been my basketball coach for the longest time, and he taught me everything I know, along with Coach Brian Parks and Coach Dom. And my mom for being the loudest cheerleader there is and always taking me to my games and stuff. And my brother for always playing me in sports and mostly beating me on one-on-ones. And then my teammates for being my best friends and always pushing me to be the best I can. And I'm gonna miss everyone so much, and I can't wait to hopefully play you all in high school and see the wonderful athletes you all will be. So thank you.
You know, a few years ago, thank you, Sasha, that was awesome. A few years ago, we had a class that graduated, and I might even have said it to Karithi and probably said it to other people. I said, we will never see a more talented class because in basketball, they were unbelievable. I mean, they would score 25 points in the first quarter, and that was, easy for them. They could have scored 100 points a game, and I was wrong. You four were absolutely the most dominant middle school team I've ever seen, and we were so lucky to have you four because it was enjoying. I mean, I loved watching the four of you play. I mean, it was so much fun. And, especially when your coaches decided to allow a travel team to come play in our tournament that was built with all-stars, and you still beat them. And those were just awesome games. I loved watching the four of you dominate. You played with joy, reminded me a lot of the Warriors. You share the ball. And credit to your coaches for putting that in place. But the talent that you guys have was just, we will never see another class like that. And it's why razor thin on awards, but the four of you, we are looking for great things, and you should be very proud. You should also come here back in 3 or 4 years and think about all these videos that we watched, because you're going to be on those videos, and we want to hear about your accomplishments. So thank you, because you guys were awesome. I just have a final couple things here, and I think, yeah, we're right at the end. Cool. I miss sports. I think all of you do. It's why you're here. And I miss the smell. I miss the sounds. I miss the ups and downs. I miss everything about athletics and the competitions. I think for most people that are tuning in, we're feeling the same way. We're reruns of sports. And, I miss referees. I mean, I miss whistles. I miss parents yelling at their kids, questioning the coaches, yelling at the coach, yelling at the refs. I miss all of that. I miss the loud sounds of the buzzers. I miss those car trips to, you guys know what I'm talking about. You drive somewhere and you're like, oh my gosh, what do we have to do? We play here for 3 hours and then we go get a Jamba Juice and then we come back and then we play again. And, I miss all of that. And I miss watching, you guys play. And so it doesn't really matter if you're any good. It matters that you try and you put on a uniform and you go. And I wanted to say thank you for giving us this night, because we get to relive a little bit of sports tonight. And that was the thing that made me so excited to do this. And I think, it's probably one of my favorite nights of the year. And this was all about you guys, all about your past accomplishments and your future endeavors. So a couple things before we end. Steph Curry, you guys all know who he is, okay? Only unanimous MVP in the history of basketball. Pretty special accomplishment. And after he did that, and he was a back-to-back MVP, he was entering the summer, and they asked him, what are you going to do this summer? And he said, get better. Here's a guy who had just set the record for 73 wins, unanimous MVP, first time ever in the history of the league. And what does he want to do? Get better. Continuous learning and growth is a paramount pillar that has to be in your DNA to succeed. So don't be content or satisfied with what you got today, because this is a pillar of growth, okay? We have a lot of pictures that got put together by Lou Baldock. And Lou, thank you. You take so many pictures for us, and it was so easy to go get those, so I appreciate you. And Dave Nash took those pictures throughout the year. They're from 5th to 8th grade, and compiled them and put some music to them. And so we'll watch that as the end of our banquet. But in our closing, thank you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for dressing up. Thank you for your good speeches. Antonio, thank you, man. You did awesome. Really appreciate you. Brian and Drew, can't see you. Thank you. And Karithi, I can't see you either. But thank you, everybody, for being here. Have a good night.